everybody's favorite. It's a Charlie video. Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't know what that noise was, but it was fun. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, let me take a drink and we're gonna do this. YouTube couple. Curly rolling on the floor. YouTube couple gets 3 years in jail for scams. Let's see what the internet degenerates have done this time.
I've seen this year. It almost
Why do you
sounds
feel a little
made up
quiet?
like a fake headline in GTA Online or something. It sounds AI generated.
Right,
This is one of the wilder stories I've seen this year. It almost sounds made up like a fake headline in GTA Online or something. It sounds AI generated by ChatGPT. It's hard to believe this is real. A YouTube couple has now just been sentenced and will receive prison time, at least for the husband, for a series of videos where they showcased blatant insurance fraud. Multiple videos of blatant insurance fraud. And the word multiple is doing...
So, like, I mean, I'm sure Charlie's going to talk about it, but was this like a joke thing? Kind of like that one voice actor dude who was like, John Wick needs your help at Tilted Towers. Please give us mom's credit card. Or was this like they were trying to sell car insurance and they did sell insurance, or I guess, I don't know if he said car insurance, and they did manage to sell insurance to some, like, poor people?
Doing so much heavy lifting here, it's a sin. Like, that is an understatement. Over 160 videos allegedly showcasing insurance fraud attempts or collisions caused by the YouTube couple in order to get money.
Oh, shit, what the fuck? So they weren't selling fake insurance. They were trying to cause or they did cause car accidents so they could receive insurance money. Is that what I'm getting out of this?
Their insurance.
Shit, it's just like in the first Saints Row game.
Also, road rage as well as provoking road rage. Just like this absolute massive pile of horrible shit they were doing in their vehicle in order to get money from insurance. Everyone hates scammers, but the roller coaster doesn't stop there. It doesn't matter if you've already puked your guts out, here comes the encore.
I hope he doesn't tell me, like, they killed or mangled somebody trying to do this. That would be so sad.
They're also facing, well, and have been sentenced for child abuse because they were intentionally causing these acts.
What the fuck? That's way worse than hurting a person. Why? I don't know. But just something about us is programmed to think hurting a baby is worse than any other person.
Accidents with their kid in the car for some of them. And they would have got away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling internet points. This is the most on-brand shit for the modern landscape of brain rot, clout goblin mentality. The father...
Wait, is Charlie about to say that these people only got caught because they recorded it and they self-reported like it's fucking Among Us? Bro. You should have just kept the money and shut the fuck up. It didn't have to be this way.
Couldn't keep his hand out of the cookie jar of internet clout. So he started posting these dash cams of the collisions and insurance fraud attempts on his YouTube channel, and then shamelessly went to TikTok to accuse some of the other drivers that he got into the collisions with that he himself caused of being insurance scammers.
What you see here, this is Jeremy Perales.
Bro, what is the sound quality? It makes me feel better about the segment, I think, yesterday where we had to have the little bathroom fans on, or not bathroom, the little kitchen fans on for like an hour or something.
He's about to set me up for an insurance scam. He's about to set up an accident.
Bro, what? Bro.
He recognized me from Facebook.
Unhinged lunatic behavior right here.
Hold on here. What the hell? So this dude's gonna accuse this dude in the white truck of being an insurance scammer. But the dude that's driving and recording the video of himself driving, he like fucking turns right and then turns left and goes across the double yellow line. I think. Hold on.
He reckoned.
Yeah. Because, like, I was like, well, maybe it stops being solid, right? But no, we can see You can see the part where he turned over. What?
He
What?
recognized
What is
me
this?
from Facebook.
What is this?
Unhinged lunatic behavior right here, and then proudly posted on his own TikTok page. So what happened is, he had suddenly started to brake, and the driver behind him had to cross the double yellow line to get around him to avoid a rear-end collision. And then Christopher turns into him in order to force the accident. And the driver was initially found to be, I believe, like 90% at fault because he crossed the double yellow line. Christopher was actually quite gifted, an idiot savant when it came to insurance fraud.
He's doing, and he knows how to not be at fault for him.
It was last April, Jeremy Peralta.
What? What the fuck? I mean, maybe it only looks like the dude's at fault because we have previous knowledge that this was him attempting to scam, but I don't know. I don't know. Feels a little sussy to just blame the other dude at all, period. Hold on. Let's keep going.
Morales says his insurance premium shot up after this accident in Yucaipa. But was it really an accident?
It's a bank. To be able to do this to a person, set them up for an accident.
I was stopped, and then he hit me.
Jeremy says his insurance deemed it 90% his fault because he crossed into the other lane. But it isn't the first so-called accident Phelps had been in.
Just the way Christopher Phelps speaks is off-putting. He sounds straight out of Dr. Evil's lair. He just sounds menacing and, like, genuinely unhinged. And then he's talking about how, like, it's unspeakable how this man could try and set up an accident all because he recognized me from Facebook. Holy shit, that is deranged. You think he recognized you from Facebook and then tried to set up this accident? That doesn't even make sense. Obviously, Christopher doesn't believe that. His whole MO was insurance fraud in order to collect on the insurance paycheck. But Jesus, it's just so weird to listen to him speak. He just gathered mountains upon mountains of evidence against himself and posted it online. And somehow investigators stumbled upon this cornucopia of evidence that the husband, Christopher Phelps, was gathering of their...
I kind of feel like accusing the other people of doing the scam probably made him look even more guilty. He shouldn't have done that, I don't think. I mean, he shouldn't have done any of this, right? But if I had to do exactly what he did, just a little different, I don't think I would accuse the other people of doing it. Actually, I would just not post the footage. But if I did post the footage, I wouldn't put myself on top of it being like, damn, this dude's trying to scam me and his insurance at the same time. I'm gonna hit the brakes right in front of him. He knows me from Facebook. Our wives bull together. And he's upset that my wife bulls better than his wife. My wife is so good with balls.
their insurance fraud and child endangerment. Like, Christopher ended up being his own worst enemy. He was like, the Zodiac killer, leaving all these clues, all these breadcrumbs for investigators to somehow find. And I have no idea how they found his channels, because he was getting like 50 or 60 views per video. I don't know how the fuck they ended up there. You would have been more likely to end up in Narnia than on his channel. But, Jesus Christ, they must have had L from Death Note on the case, because they found all of it.
What? That guy's getting paid in 60 views? I only get like 7 or 8. Any day I'm gonna pop off, though. I just need to prove to the YouTube algorithm that I'm consistent. Then I'm gonna start raking in the views. Don't worry, I'm too funny not to. Imagine if I actually had that kind of self-confidence.
And they really cannonballed into the rabbit hole. Investigators found at least 23 collisions, allegedly documented by Phelps, which were linked to at least 17 insurance claims. Christopher is receiving 3 years in the slammer, and his wife is getting only a little bit of time in jail and then 3 years of supervised probation. Now, I'd like to show you a couple more videos here from the archive of Christopher Phelps and his insurance fraud journey. I have to mute the first part of the video here because this goober was playing DMCA copyright music. I'll just explain what he's saying. He's saying that the driver that he's pointing to is mad, because Christopher passed him. Christopher's got some steam coming out of his ears for this video because he was actually found at fault by the officers on the scene for abruptly stopping, which causes this rear-end collision. But Christopher's arguing that the guy flipped him off, which the guy does.
Is it a common thing to have a dash cam at the front and back window? I feel like I've only ever seen people have, like, front-facing dash cams. Am I wrong for thinking this is a little sussy that his dash cam is pointing out the back window? It's probably not even a dash cam at that point. It's a car-ass cam.
Admit to, and that because he was mad when he stopped for a utility vehicle, the guy intentionally rear-ended him.
And just to show you that utility truck, here's the guy that hit me right there. That is the utility truck that was turning left onto my street. I was trying to stop for him and give him way to go down this way, and unfortunately this guy was mad because I passed him.
What a bunch of mumbo jumbo, a load of hooey
Bro, he's such a smug asshole. I hate this guy.
here. He's claiming that, oh, this is his fault, he was so mad, real mad goofball.
Like, yeah, all the shit he's done is pretty vile, but just his attitude is the worst to me.
And he rear-ended innocent old me who was just stopping for this utility vehicle over here. When the video immediately betrays that, what are you talking about? You stopped abruptly, you brake checked this man way back where those two trucks were parked, and then your evidence that you were actually stopping for a utility vehicle turning left is like significantly further along than where you actually stopped. Unless you were giving this man like 700 feet worth of turning radius room, that doesn't make any sense at all. That's not what happened. That's a blatant fucking lie. And here's two rapid-fire insurance fraud attempts from old Christopher and his wife. I don't know if their kid's in the car for these, but probably is, considering they did that quite a few times.
And we're gonna do this. Find out if they're gonna conspire with the sheriff, or if they're gonna cooperate. We'll see.
This is the
I figured it out. It's his weird facial expressions. That's why he seems so smug. He would seem smug even if he didn't talk.
last TikTok video that Christopher posted, him as a warrior about to go to battle for his case, fighting for justice, and signs off with, we're gonna find out if they're gonna conspire with the sheriff or cooperate. That is so fucking weird. Such a weirdo and such a bad fucking person. Him and his wife. To not only be insurance fraud scammers, but to put your life, the life of the drivers on the road, and the life of your child all on the line for a couple doubloons from insurance is ridiculous. That is so fucked up and disgusting. A scam that endangers your life, the other drivers' lives, and the life of your kid that you're putting in these situations. I think 3 years was way too light of a sentence for this guy, and his wife got off way too fucking easy here. I don't understand how they got such light sentencing for this shit. They even did get assault with a deadly weapon charges because they were using their car as a fucking weapon. They were just hitting other drivers on the road to try and squeeze some coin.
I mean, obviously there's like dozens of other videos, right? But like, I guess I could kind of see why the wife didn't get very much of a sentence if she wasn't like starring in these videos kind of like this asshole is. But I definitely don't feel like 3 years is like enough, unless it's like 3 years and they have to pay the insurance companies back or something. That might be a little better of a deterrent.
Out of insurance claims. They were more than willing to not only endanger themselves, but everyone else, including their kid. Every day was bring your child to work day, basically, so they'd fucking strap their kid into the back seat and just blast into another vehicle to try and file another insurance claim. And if they unsuccessfully caused an accident, they'd then try and make a road rage incident out of it. It's crazy how little they got punished for it, relatively speaking. I think the sentencing is way too lenient on how often they were doing it. This is very clearly premeditated, and it comes at a high price to everyone around them. This could have been a lot worse. There could have been deaths. And even in its current state, many of the other drivers, they had insurance premiums be hiked up as a result of this because some of them were found at fault for the shit that Christopher Phelps and his wife were doing. The whole thing is just so fucking horrible. And
I wonder if the insurance companies actually thought they were at fault, or they was just like, you know what, this is plausible enough. Let's just use it as an excuse to get more money out of one of our customers.
I'm really pretty upset that they get off so easily from it. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this because I found it so fascinating. I learned about it from Otozi, who recently made a video covering it as well. It's so degenerate.
Oh shit, Charlie watches a Tozy. I watch a Tozy. Hell yeah. Me and Charlie's the same person, confirmed.
It's so fucking ridiculous. So,
Has anyone ever seen Charlie and me in the same room? Don't think so.
yeah, just wanted to talk about it. That's it. See ya.
Bro. Bro. I can't believe these people were out here trying to place the first Saints Row insurance fraud side missions in real fucking life.